Thanks to Claudio Falcucci and José Vaudrey, we now have very strong technical elements in favor of the attribution to Caravaggio. José Vaudrey and Claudio Falcucci made a technical analysis on 35 paintings. That is a half of the whole painting, of the whole corpus of Caravaggio today. Claudio Falcucci made X-rays and analysis of the pigments, of the canvas, of the structure of the painting in itself. And he remarked that every element of a painting by Caravaggio is present here. We have the canvas. That is the one that Caravaggio used when he arrived in Naples in 1607. We have these very short incisions. In Rome he made big and large incisions, but after, when he arrived in Naples, we have these very short incisions, and we have several here in the painting. We have this grain of brown preparation, dark brown preparation he used, with grain of calcium carbonate we can find in a lot of paintings by Caravaggio of 1606, 1607 and after. We also have this risparmio technique. He used the ground, the brown ground, to make half tones, and that he put on lights and the other part, darker parts to make it. And he used the ground as a part of the painting, to make a half tone. The abbozzo is also a technical element we can find here. It's the abbozzo is the way that the artist applied with a very thin brush and with a sort of reddish pale paint layer. We also have this very particular way to construct the painting that Caravaggio used in several paintings. When we look at the infrared picture, we can see very large shadows in black in 2 or 3 parts in the outlines, in fact, of Holofernes' arm and right arm, and we have the same shadow, the very deep and large shadow in black in Abra's face, on the right Abra's face, and probably also in Judith's face, but it has been covered by the new veil that has been probably added afterwards. We have a lot of pentimenti in this picture. One of the most beautiful is probably this one, which is under Abra's coat, which is just probably a part of the side of this his brown coat, and that after has been covered by Caravaggio. And we also have 2 pentimenti here in Abra's left hand that shows that he probably had in mind to have his hand put in another position. And here we have what was probably being thought by Caravaggio as the position of his thumb here, that is now here, and the position of the whole hand was probably more this than what we can see here. The finger here was longer, up to here, and this one is shorter. It was at the time painted this longer. And when we are talking about this, the 2 canvases sewed together, here is the line. You can see the same, exactly at the same place in the copy in Tessa San Paolo. And the most important changing is that first Judith was looking at what she was doing with Holofernes. Exactly the same position and the same looking at the picture as we can find the picture in the Barberini collection, the famous Costa first version of the picture, of the subject in fact. José Vaudrey in his report said, "It would be strange to have all these elements together in the same painting if the work had not been painted by Caravaggio." That means that we have every element, every constitutive elements of a Caravaggio painting. The condition of the picture is amazing. It's really, now it appears to us as clean and more readable than it was in the last 2 or 4 years when you discovered the painting in the attic. it was covered by dust and with very deep and irregular yellowish varnish. So it was very hard to understand the painting in itself with all the contrast and the balance of whites and so on. And now the picture is fully emphasis. It's more easy to understand the picture in itself and how it was built, and now the result is really, really fantastic.